Hello everyone, Jackie here with Enjoying Life's Journey. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another paycheck to paycheck budget with me video. We are going to be budgeting out our first paycheck of January, which is the 4th. I do have one thing I actually totally forgot when I did the budget for the entire month that I do need to change. Normally if I make changes, I would just make it changes throughout the weeks. However, this is something that I really need to account for, which is filing our taxes. I can't believe tax time's coming. We usually go through TurboTax, and because I have, a little bit of self-employment tax and my husband works, we usually use the self-employment or the business and home package that they offer. So last year, I believe we spent about $137 to file the taxes through TurboTax. So I'm going to budget $140. So I'm going to have to adjust this first really quick. So I'm just going to write down, I opened up a space here. I'm just going to say tax, and we're going to say 140. Okay, so if I come down to the bottom, that shows me that I'm negative 140. So I need to take money from somewhere. The first thing I'm going to do is just take out from the vacation, the $10 from the vacation fund. We will probably most likely have to take it out of giving this month. Now we feel okay with that because December we were able to give a lot more than we originally thought we were going to be able to. So we're negative $29.53. So I am going to go ahead and take it out of our date night money, 70.47. Okay, so now we are on the paycheck. So if you saw the monthly budget, I have adjusted, I've actually plugged in where the income will be coming in from. For 401k and taxes, these come out of every paycheck automatically. So I'm going to open those up. And same thing with the life insurance and long-term disability. Those come out of every paycheck automatically. So I'm going to open those up so we know. The mortgage, that is always covered out of the last two paychecks. And then I know the extra principal payment will come out of that paycheck here. That's how I have that idea. So let's go ahead and go into the week. So I've already plugged in what my husband's paycheck was right here. I'm going to make these black. So he had the $680. So he was making $17 an hour. They did get a raise, so he'll be making $18.50 an hour, and then the overtime is time and a half. So his overtime for this paycheck was $25.50 an hour, and then the overtime for future ones will be $27.75. For those of you who have not followed the channel, or maybe I haven't mentioned it before, my husband is in construction. So he's actually a pipe fitter apprentice right now. So he's in a program. They do hands-on training, but they also do book exams every other Wednesday or so. So that's, it's about a 3 or 4 year program. They've been in it for about 6 months. When he's done with that, he'll be an actual pipe fitter journeyman. So then he'll be certified to do pipe fitting anywhere in construction. So where they're at right now, they've been pretty much in one building, and they just continue to have a lot of work. So that's why he gets so much overtime. Myself, I'm primarily a stay-at-home mom. That's my first job. My first role is to take care of the household, take care of my girls, make sure everything's going there. But I do make a little bit of money, very, very part-time self-employment through the ads here on my YouTube channel, and from every once in a while, if I'm able to pick up hours for Instacart, which is delivering groceries for people. That's kind of how I'm making some income there. And then I recently started a career as a travel agent. So once they book with me, when they travel is when I get paid a commission from that. So those are the ways that I make income. For myself, because I am self-employed, we treat all of that as business income, mostly for tax purposes, because there are certain things that we can write off on our taxes because they are considered a business expense or self-employment expense. Also, nobody withholds my taxes. So the way I do it is I have a whole separate budget. I'm just going to show you very fast, but if you want me to make a separate video on this, I will. But over here I have the same exact template, but I have it for my self-employment or my business income. Okay, so I know I had some people saying, why can't I put that, why can't I share that full income in my personal budget? I'm encouraging you guys, if you are self-employed, if you have any type of self-employment income, it needs to stay separate from your personal income. Myself, my owner compensation, I get paid half of whatever I make over in this up here. These are all the different ways that I can make money, but I get paid half. So that's what our personal budget sees. Everything else is to stay in the business to pay for business operating expenses, which are tax write-offs. Okay, so I do that, one for tax purposes and two for accounting purposes, so you don't accidentally spend your money there. So I just wanted to kind of clarify some of those. So now we're going to come down here. Savings, we're bringing $24 over from savings in order to cover an oil change. So I'm going to put that as black because that's how much we have. So now let's go down and see from my husband's actual paycheck. 401k was $41.65. Federal was 0. Arizona State was $14.24. Medicare was $12.08. Social Security was $51.65. These black because these come out automatically. And then down here for life insurance and long-term disability, those are automatic as well. So this life insurance is $5.59, and then we had 3 for long-term disability. I did have a question. Someone asked, how can we only spend $60 in taxes? Keep in mind, that's just the federal portion. You know, we do have Arizona, Medicare, and Social Security, but we are a lower income family, and we have 2 children. And primarily it's just my husband's income. As you guys pretty much see, he's pretty much making most of the income here. So what we did is I went onto the IRS website, and you can plug in how much you made, how much you paid in taxes, and it will tell you whether you should adjust your withholdings, your allowances. So my husband used to claim 2 because we figured we had 2 kids, so he would claim the 2 dependents. But after doing that, you know, in the past we've actually gotten a refund of about $6,000 or more because of that. So when I went on the website, they actually said that my husband could be claiming 8 allowances. So last year we changed it to 8 allowances, and so then this next tax time, we're only going to get maybe $3,000 to $4,000 back. So the idea is that we're keeping more of our paycheck, and we're not getting a huge refund, you know, every year. So that's, I wanted to clarify that. 1, it's our income level. 2, it's the fact that we have dependents. So the IRS accounts for that. Now this number here also is an estimate for us because my husband got his raise. I really don't know what the rest of these are going to look like, so I just estimated the best that I could. So we'll get a better idea. But generally, you know, we're not spending more than 12% between all of these. We're usually not, they're not taking out more than 12% per paycheck. So and like I said, we're still going to get a refund this year. Next year might be a different story, so we'll just have to see how that goes. The 80 for the dentist is already done, so I'm going to open this up and make it black because we just came from there. We were not sure if our insurance was going to get renewed. We reapplied through the state and we got insurance again now, so that means that my daughters have dental. I didn't want her to have to wait. They said the pre-approval process for the dental work would take about 2 weeks, and that it's a 50-50 chance that they would even cover it. I just went ahead and paid for it so we could get it done because my daughter was stressing out. So we got it done, and I just told them go ahead and bill the insurance, and they'll refund me if the insurance pays. So I'll be following up with the dentist, but I'll also be following up with my insurance company because you never know if they actually file it or not. I like to give him his money early in the month if I can, so I'm going to open this up. We're going to make it orange. Money we actually have now. The next thing I look at are within the necessities, I look at our due dates. So on the side here, I've shown this before, are our due dates. So I have one bill, our water bill's due on the 10th, but I'm a month ahead on that. So I actually have the money from last month for this month. So that's already covered. The next one is my husband's cell phone, which is due on the 17th. If I look up here, you know, I could pay for it out of the 11th paycheck because that would still be plenty of time. I'm going to go ahead and try to budget for it this paycheck. The rest of these aren't due until the end of the month, so those will most likely come out of the next 2 paychecks. Like we said, these 2 come out of the last 2 paychecks. We are going to need some grocery money. We're going to come back to that. The household, we are going to go ahead and do the full $280 for that. And for the household, what we budgeted for is dish soap, a new sponge for the sink, and then a bed frame for our master bedroom. And then we are going to do the YMCA. We're going to sign up for that, and then we'll do some from here. So we'll probably do the movies the next week, and then the date night that we are going to be doing is going to be the 3rd Friday of every month, so I can have that money come out of the 11th or the 18th. $270 for that. Girls' commission, we'll just do their 1 week worth of chores. So they can earn their age, so they have to do specific things in order to earn their money. If they don't do those things, then they will not get paid. So eating out, we were saying $25 a week, so we're just going to do the week, the $25. Then groceries, if we were looking at it for the week, that'd be $84 for the week, $43.79, so we're going to put that for gas. Now we have a zero, so we've told every dollar where to go. We do the zero-based budget or every dollar budgeting, so that's what our week is looking like. Here are the different checking and savings accounts that we have. So we have our income, our necessities, our fun, my husband's, mine. Our 401k is out in another, it's through a different company, and then we have our savings. So those need to be updated because this is a new year, so I have some new things to put over here. So let's start in the income account of what's currently in there. So we have my husband's $100 is in there. We have the $84 for groceries this week. $280 and $35. So as you can see right here, I still have the $71.25 in our necessities account. So what I'm going to actually be doing is this $35 and the gas money will be transferred over to necessities. And then my husband's will be transferred to his account. And then the only thing that will stay in the income account is groceries and the household money, because I'll go grocery shopping later today. And then this weekend, we're going to go purchase the bed frame. Then my daughters, those need to come out as cash. But basically, all of the bills, if you guys seen the last Budget With Me video from the Paycheck to Paycheck, the last one from December, I still had in the necessities. I had the mortgage payment and the electricity and maybe a few other things. All of those bills have now been paid and they're out of the account. So the only thing in the necessities account right now is the water of $71.25. Okay, so I'm gonna log on the bank account and move some stuff around. So we move some stuff. So this $100 is now in my husband's checking account. I need to move that. 35 has been moved over to the necessities account. 43.79 has been moved over. Stayed there. I left the fun in there because, like I said, I haven't decided if I'm gonna go to the ATM and take anything out yet. So we're gonna leave that alone. Now, if I come down, I'm gonna go ahead and finish real quick before I let you guys go today. I'm going to finish opening up what's going to come out of which. Groceries we're going to have opened up on the next two, so we'll probably take money from those two checks to pay for the rest of the groceries. Now, these, we're going to have the money, like you saw, we're going to have the money before it's due, but it will be sitting in the necessities account waiting. We'll get the oil change the next week. Right, motorcycle, gas, we will need to finish out on that paycheck as well. This most likely come out of that paycheck. And these will just have come out. Get down, I'm actually doing the math next week when we get to the real numbers. Then we'll see there could be a little change. I may not need to use any from this paycheck, or I may need to use more. We'll just have to kind of see what next week looks like. But this is what I do. I open it up so that way I know what's going to come out of that paycheck ahead of time. First paycheck of January, the 4th, is done. I will see you next Friday to budget out the next paycheck, which is the 11th. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.